Hello my dear students, so we are back in our online class, and today in our science class we will discuss the chapter number 8, that is some properties of water. So in the previous class we have already discussed some of the topic, so today we will continue with the next topic, that is water and water solution. So students, in your book there is a kind of story is given that Aman's mother is giving him lemonade. Okay, so we will see this story. You see in your book that is given that Aman's mother is giving him lemonade, however she is yet to add sugar into it. So Aman likes sweet lemonade. So Aman is a little boy and he likes sweet lemonade. Okay, so instead of sugar cubes his mother adds powdered sugar in water. So what does his mother do? Instead of adding that small sugar cubes, his mother added what? Powdered sugar. Okay, so Aman quickly gulps the drink. It's tasty. So this is a story given in your book. Okay, so what happens now? You see in that Aman likes sweet lemonade. So instead of giving that sugar cubes, his mother is giving the powdered sugar into the lemonade, and Aman drinks it very quickly. So next we will talk about what is solution. Okay, so a mixture in which a solute dissolves in the solvent. So solution is a kind of mixture. Okay, mixture means two things is mixed there, and when the two things is mixed where solute dissolves in the solvent, means there will be always a solute and a solvent in a mixture. So this solute will dissolve in the solvent. So when that two things are mixed, then we get a solution. Okay, so if we'll take an example in Aman's case, you will find that there is a solute, that is powdered sugar, and the solvent will be the water and the lemon that is mixed, that is a solvent. Okay, so when the sugar gets dissolved in that solvent, then we will get a solution. Okay, so that is the lemonade. So next you see students, what is solute? The substance that dissolves. Okay, so here the substance in the water or in any kind of solvent, that will be the solute. Okay, next solvent, the substance in which the solute dissolves. So the substance in which the solute will dissolve. So here solute, you can say like sugar, then salt is a solute because it gets dissolved in the solvent. So here likewise you see next is given here that soluble and insoluble substances. So what is soluble substances? So the substance that get mixed into water. Okay, that will be the soluble substances. So any substance that totally get mixed into water or any kind of solvent, that will be soluble substance. Okay, like example, if we take the sugar get mixed in water or milk, and also the salt will get mixed in the water, so that will be the soluble substances. Next, insoluble substances. So insoluble substances here means the salt substances that do not get mixed in the water. Okay, so that will be your insoluble substance. So if we take an example, that stone, if you put stone in a glass of water, or if you put a coin in a glass of water, then it will not get mixed. Okay, so that kind of substances is known as insoluble substances. So next you come here, that is object that float or sink in water. So what kind of object will float and what kind of object will sink in water, that we will understand. So the object which has more weight and the water it displaces is very less, so that kind of object will always sink. Okay, so if I'll give you an example, that if you throw a nail, okay, if you throw a nail into the water, what happens? The nail weight is heavy. Okay, it's heavy, but if you throw the water, that displays, when it gets into the water, it displays water is very less, so that's why it will always sink. Next, less weight, more water displaces. So if the object has very less weight and when you throw it into water, it displaces more water. Okay, so that object will always float. Like if you throw a bottle into the water, and what happens, bottle is very light in weight, but if you throw it into the water, it displaces more water than its weight. That's why it always float. Okay, so we will continue with the exercises of this chapter, students.